Praise the Lord, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Dr. Leisha, the preacher. And so it's been a few days since I've done a reading of any type. So today, I think I'm just going to do a general tarot reading. I'm out of Facebook jail, so I've been spending a lot of time on Facebook. And on my Facebook page, I talk a lot about, black families, the black man, and you know how men are in general. They don't want, women telling them nothing. So on Facebook, these guys, they like, who she thinks she is, She need to be quiet, But I put it out there anyway, the information, because, if, we women don't speak up until men will be thinking and feeling, then they won't know. They won't know, and they need to know. They need to know what we're thinking and feeling. I know they always telling us to be quiet, listen, shut up, and all of that, but we ain't gotta listen to them. We gonna keep talking. They need to know. They need to know. Even when they don't want to hear it. They need to know. So let me go ahead and get my stones, saged up. Get my stones saged. There we go, yes. Get my stones saged. And get my cards, my angel cards saged. I'm going to start off with an angel card. And thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Please click like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love comments. Even if it's just, hey, just leave a hey, It looks like this one wants to come out, so we'll take it. New beginnings. New beginnings. And for new beginnings, it says, something new begins today. Embrace the possibilities. Okay, so something new begins today. Embrace the possibilities. Only you know what's new. Only you know what's new coming in for you. And if you don't know, maybe this reading may, suggest something to you. So I think I'm going to do a 5-card spread. I haven't done that in a while, so we'll see. And shuffle up the cards a little bit. And just kind of sage them some. But I've been doing well. And some of the things that I've been posting on Facebook are things like today I post something about black men. Who is your greatest oppressor? The white man or the black woman? Because I hear the black man complain about those two people as being their greatest problem and pain. The white man and the black woman. And I almost want to say that in the black man's mind, the black woman might be in the lead in their mind. Because, with us having two presidential candidates, both white men. You know what I mean? The black man is torn between two opposers. You know, not opposers, but oppressors. Black men are always in this position of having to choose their oppressor. You know, and that's not an easy place to be, to choose your oppressor. You know, it's like you fight for the right to choose your oppressor. That's the black man's dilemma right now today. Which oppressor is better for me? Which oppressor? Which man of the law, which all laws, in my opinion, well, maybe not all, but I think any law made is an oppression for all people. But we're talking about black men in this case, not all people at the moment. So for the black man to have to always be in this position of having to choose his oppressor. And, you know, black women, we going through the same thing. You know, we're having to choose the best oppressor, even when it comes to, like, our marriage. You know, when it comes to marriage, we got to choose our best oppressor. When it comes to, you know, the government, we're voting. We have rights to vote too now. And bottom of the deck card. So the bottom of the deck energy, I just did a spread here. It's the Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles. That's a good card to have. The Ace of Pentacles, which is a earth sign, which talks about your earthly possessions. Earthly possessions. Again, as we all know, that we're in this phase of, everybody knows, we're in a phase of new beginnings. And with the tarot cards and oracle and tarot cards coming out confirming that yes, we are in a new beginning, and these new beginnings are going to be profitable for us. They're going to be profitable. Very profitable, thank God. Thank God that, you know, our material life, our physical existence is going to we're going to feel the abundance. You know, we're going to feel the abundance of newness, you know, of new beginnings, of new possibilities. And a lot of us already are. We already are in ways that we didn't expect or didn't plan or foresee, kind of thing. But then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles means that, you know, we are taking advantage of this opportunity, and we're putting our minds to the task. We're putting our hands to the task. We are working for these new beginnings. These new beginnings are not just falling out the sky. We're having to put some work and some thought and some effort into it, like a little workbench, and we have tools in our hands, and we're working this stuff through, you know. Yeah, so these are not things that's just fall out the sky random. These things are happening because we are birthing them in our minds. We're birthing them with our hands, with our hearts, the hope that we have. You know, it's time out for worrying about things. We have the Nine of Swords here. You know, no more worry. No more worry. No more worry. Because you know, this is a blessed time. It's a blessed time in our lives. A lot of change. And yeah, we're concerned, but we don't need to be worried. We don't need any sleepless nights and worrying. You know, swords, let's not let the things, the conversations that we're having, there's a lot of conversation in the world, a lot of arguments and disagreements and switching of views and switching of political parties and, a lot of discourse and thing going on. But don't let it get you down and keep you there. Don't let it. And you may say, why? Because, we have the temperance card has come out. We're going through this phase where, the blessings are plentiful. And God is in control. I believe everyone can see the hand of God in the midst of all this. Even people who are not believers still see something. Even non-believers still recognize the shifts in energy, the signs of the times. You don't have to be a believer. And let me read up on the temperance card, because that's a card I don't pull too often. Temperance card. Okay, card number 14. Economy, moderation. You got to be frugal, manage, your things well. So as you work on these new things in your life, as you set new goals, now I'm speaking to myself. I was just saying that I've completed a cycle of goals, and I'm all ran out of goals. I mean, I pretty much took care of all my business over the past, let's say, 10 years. So now I'm at the point now where I need to set some new goals, some new ones, because I've already handled stuff before, So now I need to set up some new goals. And this is the time to manage those things. This is the time to start thinking ahead, thinking in the future, And then we have but it's in reverse, the hangman. We have the hangman in reverse. I guess normally it would look like that, the hangman. But it's sitting on my desk like this, on my little altar, the hangman. So let me look up the hangman. It says on here, wisdom, sacrifice, endurance, intuition, So, the things that you may have been worried about, concerned about, it's time to trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Know that, you've accomplished some things and that it's time to set up some new goals. You already know what task is at hand. So now it's time to set up some, to manage your life, manage your goals, just take in consideration your economy, the whole economy. Things are going to be kind of up in the air for several more months to come. This whole coronavirus, how the world is responding to it, how in the United States we're responding to it, how individuals, how we're responding to it. So the hangman, let's see what's going on with the hangman. We have the temperance card and the hangman. So let's see what that's about. The hangman is card number 12. Again, wisdom, trials, intuition, but this was upside down or reversed. So selfishness, the crowd, body, politic. Mm. Hmm. So I guess So when I read the word selfishness with the hangman in reverse, um, it just makes me think that when you're setting new goals, you you do have to be selfish, because they're your goals. They're for you. So this is the time to be a little bit selfish. Not like as if someone knocked on your door and they're asking for a bowl of porridge or oatmeal or grits or something. Feed people. I'm not talking about that kind of selfish. No. I'm talking about go within selfish, where you need to identify in the Holy Spirit where you're headed. Where are you headed? Lord, what new goals do I need to set in my life? Personally, financially, business-wise, things like that. If you have an employer, set goals at work. But if you have your own business, which is highly recommended, to have your own, business that you do, that's highly recommended. So yeah, this is an interesting reading. We have new beginnings, as we know. A lot of things are closing out in our life, or reaching, a conclusion, closing out, and a lot of new things are happening. But in the midst of all this new stuff, we got to organize. We need to organize, set new goals, still have a vision. There you go. Still have a vision, because it says new beginnings, because it says something new begins today. Embrace the possibilities. So when you look at the possibilities are what leads to like new goals. How do you set goals? By looking at the possibilities. So I'm going to go ahead and do an oracle reading. An oracle. Those were some good cards that came out. Temperance, Hangman in reverse. Letting us know that we need to, just take a look at our finances. Take a look at our whole life situation and set new goals. Because other ones have been completed already. We've completed a lot of stuff. Well, at least I have. I've completed a lot of things. A lot of things that I had needed to take care of, done. Now it's time to set a whole new... I have a lot of desires. Now that's something that I've been working on, my desires, or have recognized my desires. But those desires need to become tangible goals. They need to be specific things that I can do that will yield certain results. And I was feeling down the other day, and one of my close friends out of Detroit area, she was encouraging me, And when you're feeling down, it takes a minute for a person to bring you up, And sometimes in the midst of your conversation, you can feel a little frustrated, like, look, I'm not ready to be as happy as you want me to be right now. So give me a minute to waddle in my little mud for a second. She wanted me to be much higher than much happier than I was ready to be at the moment. So, sometimes a little frustration can get in there. It's like, okay, I just want a pity party for 2 more seconds, and then I'll, come up out of it. But yeah, so I was kind of down the other day, and my girlfriend was encouraging me and pretty much pointing out that I need to do something. It's time to do something. And, she's right. I do need to do something. So I'm just gonna pick this. This came out what, a week or two ago. The Rider card. It is coming out again. Interesting. That's really it. Came out again. The Rider card. I just pulled this Rider card, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts. What I do with the anyway. But the 9 of hearts, I think the 9 means that something's coming to an end. Yup, something's coming to an end. And we already know that. A whole decade has come to an end, because it's 2020. So, in 2010, what happened in 2010? 2010 was not a horrible year. It wasn't horrible. But 2008 was the kicker year. 2008, 2009 was the year when Wall Street, the stock exchange, all that crashed, and the housing market crashed and all that. So the past 10 to 12 years has been something else, and we've gotten through that phase. A lot of us had to modify our mortgage loans, or we had to sell our houses in short sales. All kind of stuff happened. A lot of us had to move, and now here it is, 2020, and a lot of us are in the same boat still. We don't know what's going to happen with our mortgages, some of us, A lot of us are still working and paying bills and doing okay. Some of us. But a lot of us, we're about to lose our stuff, We're about to lose our house again. Just going through this over and over. It get really stressful. Every 10 years or so, having to start over and set new goals. But it's what we have to do. So the Rider, 9 of Hearts, says good news, exciting, is still male energy. So, what, last time I didn't read all the way, so let me read it. It says, we see a man riding a horse as the main focus of the card. The smaller scene shows him riding to approach his group. Oh, okay. With good news. So this is, the rider, but this is also the rider here, and he's riding toward a group of people. Okay, all right. But he's going with good news. So no matter how bad things seem right now, things seem bad. They seem that way. But there's still good news. There's still some good coming out of all of this. There's still some good coming out. This is the card that represents good news coming in short order to the current in a reading. The presence of the writer often means expedience or speeding up of good things that are happening. Generally positive. Shortens the duration of negative things it may fall to next. Look to the surrounding cards to learn where the good news is coming from or what it pertains to. Okay. Prior to the addition of extra man-woman cards, this would be an indication of a male friend or lover, or if a male current were asking about another male in relationship or romantic issues. Okay, so again, even though this is feminine season, or this is the season where feminine energy is becoming the dominant energy. The male energy is still alive and still is the bearer of good news. So women, we still need to listen to the good news that the male energy bring us. You know, we don't need to get cocky with our feminine or female energy. You know, we don't need to be cocky about it. We still need that balance of the male energy. You know, we still need the male energy, even though the female or feminine energy is becoming the more dominant energy in the world. In the world, feminine energy is becoming the more dominant energy, which means, you know, more women will be in politics, more women will be business owners, more women will be making decisions and doing things, you know, but men will still be needed. Men still have good news and can, you know, offer love and support to us. We don't need to be man free. You know, I don't think that's the point at all. It's not the point to be man free. No. But we just need to be patient with men and allow them the time needed to adjust to the shift in energy. You know. So I'm going to do a love tarot as well. You know. Lighting my sage here. It always goes out. I always have sage issues. Sage issues. But yeah, so, you know, I can't say anymore how new. This is just such a new phase in time. I mean, I really thought that 2008, 2009, you know, I thought that time was a lot, you know. I thought that time in our lives were a lot, but 2020 is, wow. 2020 is a mad dog. 2020 is a mad dog. Wow, 2020, Lord have mercy. But you know, even though all this change is happening in 2020, I don't know, I just feel so hopeful. Maybe because the female energy is becoming that dominant energy. Oh, Jesus. Whew, Lord have mercy. Wow. This is what popped out. Yeah, that female energy cannot be tamed. And it shouldn't be tamed. And I know you were saying that males, you know, need to be tamed or whatever a few weeks ago in one of my readings. Well, yeah, men do need to be tamed. But women, we're not meant to be tamed. You know, we're meant to be free and to feel all the love and feel all the attention and energy. You know, we're meant to be free like this. Yeah. Men try to control women so that we can't be pleasured or satisfied or something. Well, it's our season. It's our season. And this is the three of, uh, basically three of cups. So let me look this up and see what the heck this means. I mean, he got his hands in all the right places. Yeah, women, we still need men. We still need them. Even though we may be dominating, our energy might be coming to life, and you know, we still need the men to, deliver that good news, allow us to feel this good. We still need them to make us feel that good. Um, and not that it's limited to gender per se. It's not a gender thing, it's the energy. It's the energy. All right, so I like being a reader. I do. Okay, so we got the three. It's called passion. I guess it would be called passion. Passion. The magic of the egg. The egg is a promise of life. A promise of life. The egg is the promise of life. It indicates improvement, success in love, and relief from heartbreak. Oh, Lord Jesus. Woo. Because I must admit, I've been going through some working through some pain, working through anger. And I still have joy. See, people confuse the fact that you can be working through some pain, working through anger, working through disappointment, working through those type of emotions and feelings and thoughts and things, and still have joy on the inside. You can be filled with joy and still be working through some disappointment, working through some pain. Yeah, I'm so thankful. Because I know when I'm going through. I manage depression. So as a person who managed depressions, we're very aware, and I've been dealing with depression for 10 years, 19, it'll be 10 years. 9 years. 9 years. I've been managing depression. And so I know my highs, and I know my lows, and I know, the in-betweens, So, but this right here, women need to embrace all of the dominant energy that the Lord is granting us, but we don't want to do it at the expense of losing the energy of men. We still need the energy of that male presence. We may not need the male dominance at this point in our lives. We don't need male dominance because we're the dominant ones, our energy. But we still need the male presence. We still need men to love us, to, in some of our cases, touch us. We still need interaction with men. We still need the interaction, and allow it, and don't hold back at all. Don't hold back. Let it flow. Let it flow. So that's beautiful, beautiful card. The angel message. Let me see if I can find new beginnings, and and read up on it. Instead of pulling a whole new card, I'd rather read New Beginnings, a little more about New Beginnings. Not a whole lot, because the video was at 35 minutes, and that's long enough. It's a long enough video. I didn't know it was going to go this long. New Beginnings. Today is the beginning of great opportunities, an exciting new chapter. I believe it. Let today be the day you start taking action towards the life you want to create. Take action toward the life you want to create. And in my case, I need to write down some new goals, some new plans. One of the local people in my town, in my area, my county, he won the election, you know. I voted and was hyping up one of the local, you know, politicians, and they won. So I'm like, yay. So now they need to win on a different level, some kind of way. So, and for November, so I want to, you know, get ready for that. And I want to be a part of the campaign team and all that. So we'll see. So that's something for me to do, a goal. You know what I mean? All right. So this may be the completion of a project before a new one starts. Things are closing out. And as things close out, it's time to prepare for a whole new decade. You know, try to lay out, you know, a year in mind, 5 years, 10 years, no more than 10 years, you know. And it says, old ways of thinking may need to be replaced by new positive and uplifting thoughts. This new phase of healing in life can open up fresh possibilities and bring you happiness. Time to start writing a new chapter in your book of life. And a part of writing a new chapter for many of us is just simply writing out some new goals. Having some, you know, things that you want to do, and then go through the steps and process of making those things happen. You can plan something today, write out the steps, and it may be a whole year before it's all complete. Some things can take the whole 10 years to be done. So that's why it's good to have multiple projects going. Your projects that are short term, where it only take, you know, a short amount of time to happen. And then it's okay to have your long-term goals, where, you know, it's going to take some years or, you know, a lot of time for it to come to pass. And it's really nice when your bunch of short ones lead up to the big one. That's really sweet. All right, well, you all be blessed, and thank you for tuning in. Click like, subscribe, and make a comment. And please be, you know, generous if you like, and donate to my Cash App, which is $, Dr. Leisha the Preacher. Yeah, $, Dr. Leisha the Preacher. All right, thank you. Be blessed. Bye.